We have with us now on Hot Copy House Quadcom co-chairman and Manila 6th District Representative Benny Abante. Representative Abante, good morning to you.
Magandang umaga Karen at sa lahat ng mga nanonood ng iyong istasyon ngayong umaga, Karen.
Let's go straight to the point. Did you and Representative Dan Fernandez instruct Police Colonel Hector Grijaldo to confirm the reward system in Davao, in effect asking him to lie?
Naipaliwanag ko na yan na walang katotohanan ang pilitin silang magsinungaling kapalit ng posibleng promosyon. Sinabi ko na rin yan sa media, Karen.
I won't let that go just yet. What is your business and Dan Fernandez's business speaking to a resource person? Why would you do that?
Sa katunayan, andun kami sa kaklase ni Colonel Garma at sinabi ni Colonel Garma sa amin kung pwede namin kausapin si Colonel Grijaldo dahil meron daw siyang sasabihin. Ganun naman kami, okay? Kakausapin namin siya.
But what you did was wrong. That immediately put color and bias into the resource persons. What is the business of two representatives speaking to a police colonel who is meant to be under oath, give his testimony? You should not have spoken with him.
Hindi siya under oath. In the Senate, oo. Pero nung kausapin namin siya, kinausap namin siya gaya ng sinabi ni Colonel Garma.
But in the end, he was going to speak in the Quadcom. They are under oath in the Quadcom, correct?
Yes. Oo, totoo yan.
Do you all speak to your resource persons before they attend the hearing?
Hindi dapat. Itong mga taong ito ang nagsabi sa amin na kausapin sila ng sarilinan. Kaya pinagbigyan namin sila para makausap namin sila ng sarilinan. Pero hindi namin sinabi sa kanila na magsinungaling.
But he did not say you forced him to make an affidavit. This was his testimony in the Senate. Number one, he said first that Congressman Dan Fernandez put the paper he was holding in the table at sinabi, yung paragraph na yun, no, yun ang affidavit ni Colonel Garma. Sinabi niya, ikumpirma mo na alam mo ang reward system. In other words, it appears that you were not objective, both of you, that you were in effect influencing a resource person to...
Hindi namin sila inimpluwensyahan. Sinabi lang namin sa kanila dahil si Colonel Garma ang talagang nagsabi sa amin kung pwedeng kausapin. Dahil magkaklase naman daw sila. Yan ang totoo.
Did you speak to a resource person, two representatives, a resource person in private without his lawyer? Did you do that?
Hindi, dahil may dalawang abogado doon. Maaari naman nilang tawagin ang abogado nila kung gusto nila. Ang punto ay ito, Karen. Ang punto ay ito, Karen. Walang pwersahang nangyari. Hindi namin sila sinabihan, hindi namin sila pinwersa na gumawa ng affidavit. Hindi namin pinwersa na magsalita at sumang-ayon kasama si Garma. Tama? Hindi namin ginawa yan. Naging mahinahon kami dahil gusto nila magsabi sa amin. Naging mahinahon kami na bigyan sila ng oras para magsalita. Gusto nilang magsalita.
Okay. Another testimony he said in the Senate during that conversation, tinanong mo pa, ilang taon ka na lang sa serbisyo, baka pwede ka bang general? Was there a part of the conversation that went this way?
Kasi nungalingan yan. Bakit maniniwala ang tao sa kriminal na nagsasabi ng ganyan?
Representative Abante, is this, you and Representative Dan Fernandez put the results of the Quadcom in a compromising situation. It affected the credibility by speaking to a resource person privately.
Palagay ko hindi. Ang ibig kong sabihin ay palalabasan pa rin namin ang katotohanan. At yan ang gusto naming sabihin sa mga bagay na yan. At palagay ko'y hindi maniniwala ang tao sa kriminal na nagsasabi ng kasinungalingan sa komite ng Senado.
Well, don't believe that the previous government used killers to testify against former Senator Laila de Lima. That was believed.
Hindi natin pinag-uusapan yung nakaraang pandinig. Ang pinag-uusapan natin ay yung pandinig ngayon.
Representative, if you're saying why believe the statements of a killer instead of yourself, why even use him as a resource person? If that's your argument, you said he's a killer, he shouldn't be believed. So why believe him in the Quad Committee hearing?
Gusto lang naming malaman ng katotohanan. Bakit sinabi ni Colonel Garma na palitan ang sasabihin? Bakit sinabi ni Colonel Gijaldo na meron daw reward system? Ibig kong sabihin, gusto lang naming malaman ng katotohanan. Okay, sabihin na natin bakit may maniniwala sa isang kriminal sa aming Quad Committee. Iimbitahin namin yung magsasalita ng totoo. Ngayon, kung magsasabi sila ng totoo, magsisinungaling pa rin, nasa sa kanila yun. Andito kami para mag-imbestiga, hindi para magsinungaling.
At the end of the day, Representative Abante, why should the people believe now that what he told in the Quadcom hearing is true, that he knew of the reward system, and in the Senate, he would lie by saying that he was asked to confirm it?
Karen, inaasahan na namin yan. Alam namin ang katotohanan na kahit sino na pupunta sa Senado ay nagbabago ng statement. Inaasahan na namin yan, Karen.
But why would he do that? What's in it for him? He's a police colonel. He doesn't want a promotion. If he wanted a promotion, possibly, he would have stuck with the story that he knew of the reward system, given the political environment today. But yet he goes to the Senate actually by saying they asked me to lie.
Hindi ko alam bakit sinusuportahan pa rin niya ang presidente at naniniwala pa rin siya sa dating pangulo. Hindi namin alam. Hindi namin alam ang nasa isip ng kahit na sino. Inaasahan na rin namin.
Okay,
na
so you've denied it, so it becomes he said, she said, in this case, he said. But at the end of the day, looking at your actions and Representative Dan Fernandez's actions, have you learned a lesson not to speak with resource persons before a hearing?
Marahil, Karen. Marahil sa ganyang gawain, naisip namin na isang aral sa amin. Lamang, alam mo, binigyan lang namin sila ng oras. Walang anumang coercion dito, walang anumang pangako na promotion dito. Hindi kailanman kami nangako ng promotion. Kita mo, gusto lang naming ipaalam sa tao ang katotohanan tungkol sa EJK. Mas matindi ang EJK. Mas matindi kaysa sa mga sinasabi ng mga police officer.
Okay, but at the end of the day, by meeting with a witness, a resource person, you have two sitting representatives, you are co-chairman of the hearing. People can perceive that as undue influence. Remember, you are co-chairman of that committee.
Marahil ang ibang tao tutuloy pero karamihan ay hindi. Alam mo kung bakit? Ako isang chairman ng human right. Kung gusto mo, alamin mo para makita mo. Kahit sa personal na pamamaraan, kung halimbawa, nakausap yung isang resource person, pwede bang makausap kayo muna? Kaya pinagbibigyan namin. Anong mali dyan? Nakita mo? Pinagbibigyan namin dahil gusto namin malaman ang totoo sa bagay na yan. Pero magkakaroon ng pagkakaiba ng statement yan. Nasa kanya yan. Nakita mo? Kami lang, hindi kasama kayo. ang ugali namin, hindi naman matigas, malambot din kami na nais lang malaman ang katotohanan. Kung yung taong yan, nais niya, pwede ba kayong makausap? Bakit hindi? Oo. Pero alam mo, walang kohesyon sa tao.
Representative Dan Fernandez was there with you, right? And Colonel Grijaldo's statement was firm. Sinabi niya, he put the paper he was holding on the table. I believe he said this in Filipino, and he said, this is the statement you'll say. Tinuturo niya yung paragraph. This is Colonel Garma's supplemental affidavit. Just say you know the reward system. Ikumpirma mo lang. Kumpirma mo to. Hawak yung papel. Why would he invent that story?
Sino nag-invento, Karen?
So why would Grijaldo invent that story?
Hindi ko alam ang tungkol sa kanya. Bakit hindi mo itanong sa kanya kung bakit nag-iimbento siya ng ganyang istorya? Ita? Baka may pinoprotektahan siyang iba. Tingnan mo, siyang isa sa may alam na pumatay kay General Barayuga. Kung may titingin lang ng kanyang statement, siya ang isa sa nag-akusa sa pagpatay kay Barayuga. Yun dapat ang sinabi niya. Hindi ako parte sa pagpatay kay General Barayuga. Kita mo? Ang mahirap ay ito. Kawawa naman si Colonel Garma. Si Colonel Garma ay nagbago ng puso. Siya ang patunay at sinabi niya gusto niya magsabi ng totoo dahil ang pagsabi ng totoo ay magiging malaya. Ang nais lamang ni Colonel Garma, marahil, kinausap niya si Colonel Grijaldo, marami siyang sasabihin at bigla na lang wala siyang sasabihin. Magiging laban ito sa sasabihin ni Colonel Garma.
But that's what I'm trying to say. That's what a resource person is. It depends, you know. It's a matter of, by looking for the truth, we can't influence them to speak one way or the other. I mean, this is what he's saying in the Senate, that at first he refused Dan Fernandez, right? Sinabi niya wala siyang alam sa reward scheme. Tapos, kinausap mo siya pagkatapos, tas dito mo na parang, this is where undue influence could be perceived or pressure. Sinabi mo daw, tinanong mo, ilang taon ka pa? Ilang taon ka pa ba sa PNP? Sabi niya, I still have 4 years before my retirement. Sinabi mo, you can still become a general. Doon niya sinabing, I'm content with my rank. It's pleasing. His administration, ganun ang dating, is baka maging general ka pa.
Talagang mangyayari yan, Karen. Ano? Ang tao'y laging iniiwas ang sarili. Nagdadahilan para makawala sila sa investigasyon. Para hindi na maimbitahan yan. Para, alam mo, para bang anumang investigasyon sa Senado o sa House, hindi naman nakakatuwa yan sa kanila. Kaya gagawin nila ang lahat para makaiwas.
I think there's a lesson here for two representatives. It's the issue of propriety and being beyond reproach. We ask our judges, we ask Supreme Court judges to be beyond reproach. Not a hint, right? Not a hint of impropriety. So next time, what will change in how the Quad Committee holds its hearings?
Hindi kami korte, Karen. Kami ay committee sa Kongreso. At nandyan lang kami para imbestigahan at palabasin ang katotohanan. Kaya may kakayahan kami na salain ang maaaring mawala para maiwasan niya na mangyari. Nakita mo, hindi kami korte.
You're not the court, but
Hindi kami nanguusig. Nasa DOJ o NBI ang pag-uusig. Ano man ang sabihin nila, ibig kong sabihin, ano ang magagawa namin? Magsisinungaling yun.
the problem now is the public doesn't know saan siya nagsinungaling, sa inyo or sa Senate. Technically, he recanted his testimony in the Quadcom. That's what he did in the Senate.
Maaaring totoo yan. Ganito kasi, Karen, no? Nakita namin kahit sa Quadcom, nanunumpa na yung mga witness, nagsisinungaling pa eh. nanumpa na, nagsisinungaling pa sila eh. Tama? Nakikita po namin yan. O meron kayong mga ebidensya. Pero, nagsisinungaling pa rin. Oo. Kaya bakit? Alam nila na hindi ito korte. Sasabihin nila kung anong gusto nilang sabihin. Oo. Maaari din maging halimbawa, mataas na ang husgado, pero nagsisinungaling pa rin. So, anong gagawin natin doon? Pero andito pa rin kami, nabibilang pa rin. Pero, itong tao, gaya ni Colonel Garma, tingnan mo siya.
Well, you can file for perjury if they lie. You can file for contempt if they lie. They are under oath.
Kaya nga kinukontempt namin sila.
But the issue at the end is this. You will deny it. He insists on it. Dan Fernandez has denied it. But in the end, how will you proceed with future hearings of the Quadcom?
Ipagpapatuloy pa rin namin, Karen, kahit anong mangyari. Alam namin sa ganitong paraan, mangyayari ang bagay na ito.
But will you now not talk to resource persons before the hearing?
Marahil Karen, may natutunan kami na dapat naming gawin sa resource person. Nakita mo yan, oo. Marahil, Karen, hindi kami perfectong tao. Nagkakamali din kami. Minsan, ang kuwan kasi ay ito. O nakita namin, hindi pala. Maganda yung pagbigyan mo yung tao na gustong nakausapin kami. O sabihin na lang natin, okay, humarap ka na lang doon sa Quadcom na pandinig. Sabihin mo na lang ang gusto mong sabihin doon. So marahil, sa ganyan Karen, tama ka.
All right. On that note, sir, thank you so much for joining me today. We'll be watching the Quadcom hearings. Mag-ingat kayo, sir. Thank you.
Salamat Karen. Salamat ng marami.